All right, welcome, guys. This is a new series called How to Begin Mesopotamia. So, Mesopotamia is my favorite game mode. In this mode, you have to capture 4 of these circular oil fields. There are only 7, so only one person can do that. This is a game format that has only one winner, and it is massively challenging. Look at all of these players around here. The most important thing to understand about Mesopotamia mode is that nobody can attack into your home 8 territories. Now that's cool because you'll always have 8 territories. You'll have 3 doubles. There's always 3 doubles in there. And it's yours forever. Nobody can ever take it. Nobody can attack into it. And you can use that strategically. The downside is if you go to war with somebody, even if you defeat them all the way back to their home 8, you can never actually truly completely defeat them. So you have to be aware that when you declare war on somebody in this game mode, there's a potential that you'll be at war with them forever. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll beat them back if somebody attacks me, for instance, because I don't attack people in this mode. It's stupid. Not until late in the game. But if you have to, you attack them back to their home, and then you have to spike the 3. There's always 3 territories that you've got to spike and build fortresses, put people, put a cannon there, because you'll never take over their home 8. What usually will happen is that whatever doofus attacked you will leave the game. The AI will take over, and once the AI takes over, they're already at war with you. They will never make peace with you. So now what you're doing is you're sitting on top of an AI that's just patiently building infantry, cannon, and at later in the game, even higher level stuff, and eventually will break out. So I really like that because it encourages people to be very careful and strategic about how they play this game. So that's really the number one thing that you have to know about this game is don't attack other player characters all willy-nilly. Just don't do it because you will be at war with them forever. Now, there are occasions when, the person is still, hasn't left the game yet, and you can talk them into making peace. I've had people accidentally attack me. I've accidentally attacked other people, just click errors, and you can make peace. But the thing is, it's in general a really bad idea in this game mode. So just keep that in mind. That's actually really huge, big factor here. Don't attack other player characters unless you just have no other choice at all. All right, so my objective here is just to kind of get you through the early game. That's all this is. This is early game Mesopotamia, what you should do. So what I always do is I grab the top 4 territories. In the top 4 territories, you will always have 2 cannon, 2 armored cars, and 2 cavalry, and then just a bunch of infantry. I always grab them and attack one of the exterior territories. Then I immediately go in and get all of my non-cannon units and just post them here and here. It's going to differ for various things, but what you need to make sure of is that you have at least something between your cannon and what you're attacking. So that's, in this case, this group of, this is enough. Why? Because often the AI will run people towards your cannon. And even if you got a bunch of people there, what that does is as soon as they engage your cannon, as soon as they attack your cannon, it can no longer throw rounds. It's no longer useful. You'll still see the animation of cannonballs flying, but believe me, once your cannon is engaged in melee combat, it is no longer able to attack. So then you'll be forced to deal with whatever's attacking you with the rest of the stack. The scary thing is that when they're attacking you, if you got 20 guys attacking you or whatever, there's no guarantee that the infantry die first. It's random. So you could lose one of your cannon. In fact, I've lost my cannon a few times by attacking with a big stack of stuff and then just unfortunately, one of those attacks got through and killed one of my cannons. So if you don't want to lose cannon, which believe me, you don't want to lose cannon, keep your cannon back, shell in, and make sure you got something between them and you. So if he runs up, he's going to engage with these people and my cannon will continue to rain down hellfire upon them. Now, the same thing down here, take your lower 4, gather them up and send them to the other territory, to an adjacent territory, and do the same exact thing. Right, keep your cannons back. Right, go ahead and attack command with your cannon, which will move them exactly into range and start attacking. And then make sure that you've got something between that territory and your cannon. Same reasoning, exact same theory here. All right, so you can see these guys are moving up. They're going to be 1 block here. The exciting thing is what happens once you break through here. I'll give you a preview. They run everything in. Now, I kind of waited until I was kind of far into this. I think I'm 3 or 4 days in now, maybe even more. I can't remember. Day 4, yeah. So I waited a while so you could kind of see it develop a little bit. But if you had seen it a day ago, they were just streaming stuff in from left and back. They were just streaming stuff in to defend. which is perfect because here's what's going to happen. Once I break through these two, then I'm going to run roughshod. I'm going to take my fast units and just run roughshod into all these territories because guess what? He sent all of them in to fight me here. So that's coming next. I really just wanted to get an early on sort of give you an idea of what to do early on. I do build barracks as long as I've got enough wheat. And it turns out in this particular case, I do have a double wheat tile here. I go ahead and build barracks on all of my double tiles. Always build barracks first on your double tiles because your double tiles build units faster. And so when you put a barracks, what that does is it gives you a percentage boost on what that territory already builds. So if you're building more men, which you do on double tiles, then what you're doing is you're giving it a percentage boost. So you're just better off. You're building more men faster, put it that way. You could build a barracks over here, but you're building fewer men faster. Think of it that way. So I always build on my double tiles. I build barracks if I can. In the long game, that matters because your troops, your infantry are the only the only units in the game that you can't just buy. You have to wait for them to develop, and they are crucial, right? They are very important to this game. So if early on you can get a barracks going, then by the time you're on day 20, day 30, you may have an additional 40 or 50 or 60 troops in the game because of that. So that makes a difference in that mid and late game. All right, that's about it. I keep on streaming my men forward as they develop, just to kind of keep my front beefy. So that's it. I could talk about future strategy, but why not just come back for the next video to see what happens. Once we break through this line, I'm going to invite you back maybe a couple days down the road here so you don't have to wait. You can time travel forward and see what the next strategy is going to be. All right, guys, thanks for checking in. I'll see you next time. Adios.